Hey guys, welcome back to Bigfoot Ultra Running. This is Brad and Buddy's here for the video as well. Today's the day before we head off to Perth for Grace's basketball tournament. Off to Perth, let's go. Yeah, we're going to Perth.
Oh yeah.
We can see the algae. And I've been resting my injury for 6 days now. It was tonight, this time last week, when I injured my adductor. I'm kind of reluctantly going to head out for a test run today. I'm not only going to test my injured leg, but I'm also going to test some shoes. So today I'm going to wear the ASICS Trabuco Max 4s. I haven't worn ASICS running in a while and I wanted some Max cushion shoes, so we're going to give these a go. First time wearing ASICS in a while, or ASICS for you Americans out there. Hope the injury survives the run. I'm thinking I might go to Black Hill, which might not be the best idea, but this time tomorrow I'll be on a plane on my way to Perth. I'll be missing my South Australian local trails, and yeah, we might just have to give Black Hill a crack today. If the injury flares up, I'm walking it in. And I'm really hoping for a bit of a confidence booster today. Oh yeah, and that shadow's probably annoying, but I don't have time to refilm this. Let's get on the trails. First run back after injury. Time to see how the legs hold up. New shoes, fresh trails, and a little uncertainty. Here we are, Foxfield Oval, Black Hill. Let's go, fingers crossed. So first impressions of the new shoes. Feels like a combination between a more firmer sole and a bit of plushness. There's a bit of bounce, and I can definitely feel the rocker, the meta rocker, which is always nice in a new pair of shoes. That tends to flatten out over time though. For a bigger shoe, a chunkier shoe, they don't feel that heavy on feet. Feel pretty good so far. Now as far as the injury goes, I've just run across the oval, Foxfield Oval, and it's feeling fine, so we'll see how we go. The first part of this run's relatively flat until you get to Black Hill, so hopefully I do get to go up Black Hill and it's not hurting before then, but so far 6 days rest seems to be doing the trick, so we'll take it nice and easy today. Hopefully we can get through the run in one piece. That'll be a massive confidence booster. I've watched a few other reviews of these shoes, the Trabuco Max 4s, and the main downfall seems to be the traction, which shouldn't be a big issue today. We're in spring, South Australia. Everything's pretty dry at the moment, so should be fine. I'm not too worried about that because I run a lot throughout summer and I have other shoes with more traction if I need them. So there's no way I'd see any physios recommending this kind of a run for my first run back after only 6 days resting. So we'll at least take it conservatively, do a bit of walking along the way.
Bigfoot ultra running, you can't call it walking, it is power hiking.
And as soon as the pain reaches a 3 out of 10, I'll back out. Over the next 2 weeks though, I'll be in Perth for basketball, for Grace's national championships. So it'll be nice and easy to get a few rest days in. Looking forward to doing some runs in Perth though. Okay. Black Hill doesn't give you an easy test. Every step is feedback from the body and from the shoes. And I was so excited to get running, I forgot to start the run on my watch. Alright, here we go. Now it counts. It's got to be on Strava to count, isn't that right? I'm only a K into my run, but these shoes feel awesome. Pretty sure they'll make an appearance in this next 100 miler. Yeah, so far the Trabuco Max 4s are an absolute winner. They feel good. I was worried about them being a bit firm. This year a lot of shoes that I've loved in the past have come out with much firmer options. The cushion's become a lot firmer and I think they've tried to increase the durability of the shoes, but it just hasn't had the same feel. So I think ASICS have found the right balance with these. Looking forward to seeing how they break in. By the way, in case you're wondering, this video isn't sponsored or anything. You know you're wanting though. So yeah, the theme for this run I suppose is living on the edge a bit, while also being as gentle to myself as possible. And yeah, hoping this injury gets through and I have that confidence booster. Either way, if it does flare up again, I've got about 3 weeks before the Hyson. Actually, 4 weeks to go until the Hyson double to a miler. So yeah, if I have to put the cue back in the rack, there's still time to do that. And given how it's feeling now, I don't think it's going to get that much worse. It's all a balancing act really. And in the end, the edge is where I feel most comfortable, the most alive. So the flat part's over, now we're heading up the hill. Injury still feeling great.
Climbs, descents, rocks, the perfect proving ground.
Oh yeah, and if you are looking for a physio, I haven't been to the physio for this injury, but my brother's a physio. If you're anywhere near Tanunda, check out Greg's physio clinic. He knows what he's doing. So shout out to Tanunda Physiotherapy, Greg Hookman. Hit him up if you need a physio. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. Tell Greg Brad sent you and he'll give you a discount. Nah, probably not. You never know though, I haven't even asked him. Again, I'm not sponsored.
The tightness is still there, but no sharp pain. After 6 days of waiting, this feels like progress. Recovery isn't just physical, it's confidence too.
Yeah, feeling good. Oh yeah, loving it. Let's go guys. Come on. So I just want to stop for a second to thank the new subscribers and everyone that's been along for the journey. When I put out the post about my injury, a few people actually reached out, and I gotta say the support I feel is really appreciated. So thanks again for that, and if I can ever repay the favor, let me know how and I'll try my best. Really appreciate it. It feels like we're all in this together, and it's nice to have a few people along for the journey. So today the channel has hit 1,300 subscribers. The goal with this thing was never to do that. I never thought I'd reach that many subscribers. The goal by the end of this year was to reach 300, and we've already beaten that by 1,000. So yeah, just a big thank you, and I really appreciate it, and it makes me want to put more effort into the videos. I'm trying to stick to a bit of a schedule of 1 video a week now, with maybe a YouTube short or 2 in between. So yeah, thanks a lot. I suppose as well, I just mentioned this. When I was lining up for the Cleveland race, I had a chat with Bart Campbell, who's also a great YouTuber that I've looked up to now for a while. He's been on an incredible journey. Good luck this Sunday with the Urabella and everyone else that's running it. But when we were lining up for Cleveland, as the countdown was going to start the race, Bart had his camera out, and he basically said to me, you know, you're doing a good job and you're inspiring people. And to me, like, I never want to be labelled an influencer. I think that's one of the wankiest titles you can have. But if I am inspiring anyone, that to me is the ultimate compliment. And yeah, that's a great reason to keep this channel going. It wasn't really the goal of this. I just wanted to document my journey and have something there for my kids to look back on one day. But if I am inspiring people, I mean, that's, yeah, like I said, that's the ultimate compliment. And yeah, if I can have a positive influence, that would be quite the achievement over everything else that you see on this channel. That alone is probably the ultimate achievement. So yeah, thanks a lot. Let's keep it going. So let's continue to inspire each other. A rising tide lifts all ships, guys. Let's go, come on. This injury's feeling fine. I'm pumped. Hyson's coming up. Let's go, Hyson. The Hyson for me is like going back to where it all started. That first big ultra marathon. And yeah, it's my sentimental favorite. This year I'm running back-to-back 100 milers. The first ever Ultra Adelaide 100 miler. That's in the bag now. And the Hyson double to a miler. Also the first of its kind. So it's a year of breaking barriers, a year of personal bests, and first times, and it's exciting. We're a long way from the finish line, but one step at a time, one small decision at a time, and I'm really hoping to see you at the finish line, guys. Gotta say, this time last year, I was in a fairly lonely place, and I'm not sure if it comes through at all in my Heisen video for last year, but I was there by myself. The family had other sporting commitments, and I was actually questioning why I was doing it. And the support and friendship I've made throughout this year, again, the best thing about this channel has been meeting everyone along the way. I continue to meet amazing people. It's a completely different feeling this year, a much more positive and supportive vibe. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to putting it all together and seeing you guys achieve what you can as well. It's what makes it so exciting. I'm really impressed with these new shoes. They're an absolute winner. I wouldn't hesitate to buy another pair. I'm going to keep checking out ASICS. It's been a long time since I've worn a pair of ASICS on the trails. I think my first ever running shoes were ASICS Keanos. But yeah, it's been a long time since then. ASICS have always looked after athletes with bigger feet. It's never that hard to find a size 15. Not sure if you go beyond that, maybe a 16, but yeah, definitely in a 15 I can find ASICS. And yeah, while they're supporting me, I'm willing to support the brand a bit, and they're starting to do some pretty exciting things with their trail running lineup. So highly recommended, guys. Check out ASICS.
The ASICS Trabuco Max 4. Plenty of cushion, plenty of grip. For today anyway. Designed for distance, but this is just the first impression. They feel stable, even when the terrain isn't. 12 kilometers done, shoes tested, body tested, both passed. It feels good to be back, step by step, building again. Sometimes, the first run back means more than the longest run. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.